Hello and welcome to Driver's Seat and to the facelifted third generation Skoda Octavia. Now available as a 5-door hatch, this 5-door estate, and a Scout, which is a more rugged 5-door estate. The major changes really are to these front headlights, which have got a very 4th generation Mercedes E-Class look about them. There's a choice of 3 petrol and 3 diesel engines, and that includes the brand new 1-litre 3-cylinder petrol. Those can be combined with either 5 or 6-speed manual gearboxes as standard, and as a 6 or 7-speed DSG automatic. You can then choose from 6 trim levels. So the updated Octavia is available from £18,395. We're testing the 2-litre TDI in SE trim with a 6-speed manual gearbox, which costs £22,530. Updates to the rear are also pretty minimal, just really with a redesign of the light cluster. It offers a huge boot, the Octavia, with quite a snazzy load cover. Now the boot sill's pretty low to help getting things in and out, but there's a bit of a lip going down. However, that means there's more capacity and it's going to take more of your stuff. The boot itself square and wide and really is giving you as much as it can. The floor is flat and underneath there's a spare wheel, which is an optional extra on this model. Either side there are 2 sets of bag hooks that fold down, and you can release the rear seats as well. In here, being a Skoda, as you'd probably expect, there's acres of room, so loads of leg and knee room and very, very decent headroom. In the door, there's a bin large enough to take a bottle. Between the seats is this fold-down armrest with this sort of 3 combination bottle or drink holder, and then this little, what seems to be an ashtray in between the seats. But it's very comfortable and there's plenty of room. Up top, the biggest changes are really this. However, everything else in here is as it was before. So you get some nice finishes with the chrome and the brushed aluminium. There's soft touch plastics up here and on the dash, although they're harder lower down, where actually you can get away with it. I can actually get very comfortable as well. There's a pump lever that adjusts my seat height and a rotary dial for the backrest. The steering wheel has excellent reach and tilt adjustment, and combine that with huge amounts of headroom, most people should be able to get very comfortable. Around me there's lots of elbow and shoulder room, and this sliding armrest means you can find a captain's armchair type position. There's an anti-slip tray in the middle with a sliding cover, the 3 combination bottle holder or cup holder in the middle, and underneath the armrest is a smallish storage bin. However, the glove box is really well sized to take any spare bits, and then finish off a sunglasses holder in the roof. But let's see what it's like on the road. The 2-litre 4-cylinder diesel under the bonnet generates 148 brake horsepower and 251 pound-feet of torque. Now that's enough to get it from standstill to 62 miles an hour in 8.5 seconds. It's said to return 65.7 miles to the gallon on an official combined cycle and emit 113 grams per kilometre of CO2. Over our test route, we've managed 50 miles to the gallon, which isn't bad going at all. You need to get over about 1500 RPM to around 2000 to really get this kicking on. Midway point of those figures is where max torque kicks in, and you really feel it. There's a little bit of a cliff there. As soon as you're past that, it really does pull strong and hard. It's pretty impressive. There's enough low down and mid-range grunt to make pulling out of towns and cities a thing of ease, as well as overtaking. You don't need to do much cog shifting to get into the right power band. The 6-speed manual gearbox in here is pretty decent. It's got quite a short throw to it, and you can almost just flick through with your fingers. The clutch is medium to light weighting, so that combination makes it really easy to swap cogs in here. The Octavia has a lovely combination between ride and handling. The ride generally is very comfortable. It deals with bigger potholes and larger undulations very well indeed. In fact, along most A and B roads, it's really very pleasant to ride in. However, on roads where the top surface has been broken and disintegrated, then it does become a little bit rumbly, and it can be a little bit firm in town. But combine that with a handling package that's really impressive, and you don't mind so much. This thing stays really quite flat through corners, body lean is well contained, and you can actually find yourself pushing on and trying a little bit harder. It feels light, it feels very chuckable. The steering's generally pretty light, but it can be firmed up by using the drive select mode and putting it into sport. The Octavia is keen to turn in, and the steering remains accurate and well weighted. The diesel's also impressively refined. It's pretty clatter-free. There's a little bit of vibration that comes through into the cabin, but not too much noise. There is a little bit of wind noise at motorway speeds, and you do hear the suspension, especially at the rear, over most bumps, but it's not too loud. However, it is there. Visibility in here is pretty impressive. You've got quite a large glass house and small pillars all the way around. The over-the-shoulder view on the motorway is simply sensational. You actually feel like you're in a bit of a glass bowl. The infotainment system is clear and easy to use, whilst the sat-nav can be operated by pinch and swipe. There's also a rotary dial for your zoom function. Well, there's just so much to like and admire about the Octavia estate. It's got loads of room, a comfy ride and entertaining handling. The 2-litre diesel engine is punchy and economical, although it does send the odd vibration into the cabin, and the ride can suffer on broken surfaces. However, at this price point, very little can really stand up to the Octavia. Check out the website for the full road test review and subscribe to the YouTube channel for free, and we'd love to hear your comments in the comment section below of the new Octavia.